Alright guys, we're live here. Gonna go live on Instagram. Perfect. Alright guys, let me get everything set up today. Hopefully you guys like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon alert if I make new videos. I'd really appreciate that, guys. Without further ado, let me get everything set up. And hopefully we'll be ready to go here in about a minute and a half or so. So today's day 99, tomorrow's day 100. Wow. Awesome to see we're on day 100 tomorrow. Time flies when you're having fun, right? Today's big runner was WLL, and there's got to be another one. I think it was try that. And then what's going on, everybody on Instagram Live? Wow, you guys came on quick today. Awesome. Didn't expect you to get on this quick. We have QEP. Let's do DKL. Save that. Throw a thumbnail in there. I always do this live. I don't really know how to do it not live, so that's kind of why I do it live. Where are we at here? On here, so okay, there. That's not it. Is it it? No, that's not it. Where are you, thumbnail? I can't find you. Let's see. Right there. Perfect. Hopefully my camera didn't freeze on YouTube or on YouTube already.
This is $30,000.
I get it. 30,000 cash. Yep. I get that same commercial. Alright. Did my camera freeze? I think it did. Gosh, I don't know why it does that. Sorry, guys. Anyways, post everything live. Alright, I am live. Okay, post that in chat, and then I'm going to post it. Okay, posted that there. Then I'm going to go on my social media, so I'll be right back in like 2 seconds, guys. Everybody on YouTube, what's going on, guys? Alright. That's posted. Alright, guys. Let's get started today. Those of you guys haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon to alert you if I make new videos. I'd really appreciate that, guys. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started today. So today is a, what is it, a $28,000 day. That's good to see. You know, obviously GreenDay nonetheless. Yeah, Tom, Markham, this day trading is not so easy. Being limited to 3 trades a week sucks. Just so you know, and everybody in here knows, I did have to trade right along with you. You know, I started with $1,000. And that being said, I think it took me about 40 days roughly to get above that $25,000 mark, which is key to getting above PDT and not having to worry about PDT, which is day trading every day. So I've been there with you, and that's why I start with $1,000 to show you guys that I was having 3-day trades a week just like you guys, and I was still able to turn that into roughly about $750,000 now in profits, $750,000 in 99 days, all from $1,000. It's pretty crazy how this chart has gone pretty much straight up. In my other account challenges, 1,000 to a million, usually I have some big dips. I have some dips where I come back and I go back up, and I dip and then I come back up, right? But during this account challenge, the biggest dip was right here because of the AIKI offering. But literally the next day after I took that, or it took me 2 days later, and I got right back above my big losses there, and now I'm over $120,000 above where I took that loss now. So obviously, it's a great chart. If we look at the 30-day chart, it's basically just been up, 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 not really a lot of pullback, which is awesome. That's exactly how I want to trade. I don't want to have huge pullbacks. But usually in my other account challenges, I do have big pullbacks. I might take a huge loss and then come back, and another huge loss and then come back. But on this account challenge, I've just been up, 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 and not really a whole lot of dips. So I'm gonna knock on wood. I don't want to see that change by any means until my goal is to get this account to $1 million. It'd be cool to get there by the end of the month. That sounds like it's pushing it, but nonetheless, there is potential to do it. So I really, I should be trading with $200,000 now, I think, in my account, now that I got $700,000. But I might wait till I get to 800 to have $200,000 in liquidity in my account. That's a lot of trading money to be trading with, but every time I prove to myself that I can make money, I size up, right? So every $100,000, I usually add $25,000 to my trading account. So for an example, today I made 28 grand. I pulled about 20, about 25 of that I pulled because I wanted to get right back down to 175 in my account. And if I go under that, that is what it is. I have to make sure I don't do anything, where I add to the account, right? I never will add to the account if I go under my threshold of every day after the market close. I always wipe my account to $175,000, okay? That's the max I will trade with. So I pull the profits and I realize those profits into my bank account. What's going on, Cerberus Notes? David Brett, Financial Freedom. Sorry guys. So that's just the way I trade. It's anybody. I could be trading with that 800,000 right now or 700,000, but I choose not to do that just because I've done that before in my Robinhood account challenge, and that's when I really took my biggest P&L losses. Taking too much size really affected me, and I learned from my other challenges that that's kind of my best performances. And now I'm kind of in my first ever 1,000 to 1 million account challenge, I would take 1,000. I turned it into about 50,000, or I think I got up to 110,000, then I pulled it down to 50,000, and then I kept wiping at the $50,000 mark, and then the rest of the way I kind of upped it to 75, and that's the max I ever took it. But if I up my liquidity, up my trading account, in terms of liquidity and in terms of how much net liquidity, how much available cash I have to trade, then it also ups my potential profits as well. So really, at the end of the day, I try to take on, more risk, and with more risk, there's more reward, but you always have to know that there's more risk as well. And when I proved to you guys that my AIKI account challenge, during this account challenge, I've been in 5 or 6. Yes, 5 or 6. I said that right. Offerings in this account challenge I've been stuck in. but I'm still not taking huge P&L losses, except for that one day when I was down 43,000 right here. That $43,000 day is by far the biggest red day. Before that, it was $10,674.13 was my biggest red day. So, you know, that was just an unfortunate event. You know, I couldn't have really done much more. I could have been maybe, you know, trading off of, I could have been, I don't know where I was trying to go with that. I could have been trading off of, I could have been trading, I could have been on there for 5 seconds and, you know, boom, done. Navy Mike, I was down, well, actually in total at one point I was down $71,000 on AIKI. Those of you who never saw that trade, let me show you guys exactly where that trade occurred. Let me go back and maximize the sell and then go back to the date so I can show you guys exactly what happened. So I was trading this one and hoping and seeing that, you know, I was hoping to get above high a day here. A lot of times I won't do this, but the market that we're in, I saw potential. And then I got stuck in this offering with about 60,000 shares at an average price of 190. So I had about I know I had at least a $110,000, $120,000 position, and I lost about 60% of that right there. You guys can see I got gapped down on, and I took all my shares out at about $1 a share. That 57,337 shares, I took it all out at about $1 a share from that 190 average. So you guys can do the math. My YouTube is Cam the Man. Again, my YouTube is Cam the Man. So I'm just here to show you guys that, you know, I am 100% real with you guys. I will always be transparent. You know, I will always be 100% real with you guys. I refuse to not be transparent and 100% real, because at the end of the day, you know, if I'm not real, then I'm failing you guys. You know, as a teacher, as a mentor, I try to be as transparent as I ever can be. You know, and going over my wins and my losses, you know, and I find it more important to go over my losses than my wins, because it's all fun to see me make money. It's all fun and all this, but I'm really just here to motivate you guys. I'm here to teach you guys that these things are possible. Yes, I started with $1,000. Yes, I've got it into about $750,000 in 99 days. Okay? But it doesn't mean that I have red days along with it. I've taken red days every month. And in this particular trade, this was my worst red day of the account challenge. And in all reality, you know, I couldn't have really done much more. You know, getting stuck in an offering is getting stuck in an offering, you know. And this company decided to do an offering midday. You know, that's pretty scammy, you know. Sure, I could contact them and try and get some money back, but at the end of the day, it's not worth my time. You know, they have the right to do an offering, and, you know, you can't project or predict anything that any one company is ever going to do. You know, we're starting to see big-time blue chips like DRI, ticker symbol, Darden, which is like Olive Garden, things like that. We saw United Airlines, I believe it was, do an offering. Both of those companies doing an offering. We're going to see more of it, you know. It's different when they're that big of a company, though. They usually probably won't fall the same as a small cap would. But anyways, I hope that I'm motivating you guys. I hope that I'm showing you guys that, you know, this stuff is possible. And I come on here every day to hopefully motivate you guys, to show you guys things are possible in life. If you put your mind to it, if you study, if you work hard, you know, you can get yourself to a spot where, you know, you don't have to really be financially stressed anymore, you know. And at the end of the day, that's why I'm on here every day, for you guys. You know, I do this 100% for free every single day, okay? I don't charge for any of these daily lessons, any of these daily recaps. I could charge for all this if I wanted to. I could charge for my chat room, my daily lesson recaps, everything that I do in my chat, I could charge for. And honestly, I don't know anybody who's not that's doing what I'm doing. I personally don't know anybody, actually, who's turned $1,000 into $1 million without leverage. I haven't used any leverage during this account challenge. I have margin but no leverage. 2 to 1, 3 to 1, 4 to 1, 5 to 1, 6 to 1. Haven't used that at all. Okay? And those of you guys who know someone that's done that, that's I would like to know. I'd like to reach out to them and talk to them and pick their brain, you know, because I'm always willing to learn. But the reality is, I don't think that's out there right now. And, you know, I know, and trust me, I know a ton of traders, guys. I know more traders than probably you guys could know. You know, I know the big time traders. I know I'm not going to name them off by any means, but I've studied tons and tons of traders, and you know, I don't know anybody who specialize or does these 1,000 to 1 million account challenges. Sure, I could trade with a couple $100,000 every day and make 30, 50, 100,000, whatever I do per day. Take losses here and there. But I wanted to start this account challenge for a reason. Okay? I said this from the very beginning. Okay? I started with $1,000 not because I'd like to trade with $1,000. I'd like to trade with $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 and make these huge P&L days. But for about a month and a half, I sacrificed those trading profits for you guys, to show you guys, to motivate you guys, okay? I have a free room. Take advantage of it. I have a free chat room where I post my trading ideas, my educational stuff, anything at all. That's where I spend all my time every day, okay? It's like you have to start somewhere, right? And we have a room full of like-minded people. And I try and make it so the moderators are the ones that, it's in the chat room's in the link in the description below. I try and make it so, you know, the moderators are very experienced traders, people that haven't just started in the markets in one day, right? And I make damn sure that that's the case because, you know, those of you the moderators that know, they know that I've known them for a long time. Okay, anybody who's an assistant or anybody who spends time that has their name besides a regular member, okay, those people I trust. You know, I've known them a while, some of them for years, okay? And, you know, at the end of the day, I try and make a room to help you guys. My goal at the end of the day is, you know, to be honest, I'm financially smart. I've financially taught myself a lot of things in life. I'm a self-taught, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, I'm a self-taught millionaire, multi-millionaire, okay, whatever. I don't love saying that, but it's reality, and I'm trying to help you guys become, you know, the next people like me, right? The next ones up. And as an entrepreneur, as a trader, but I also have all sorts of different sources of income as well. I could quit today and live the rest of my life just fine, you know? But I kind of turned a chapter in my life recently to kind of give back to you guys, to hopefully create Norm Macnell Trading, which is giving back to you guys, hopefully give you guys a chat room, being surrounded by like-minded people, having smart people in one room and bouncing ideas off one another. You know, what I call trading buddies, where you guys can communicate off of one another and make sure to hold each other accountable. You know, that's why I trade it. That's why I do what I do now. It's more for you guys. You know, again, I obviously could charge for a lot more things if I wanted to, but I don't. You know, I'd rather just try and figure out a way to help as many people as I can. If I can motivate one more person every single day, makes me happy. You know, I know a lot of people already in my room who I have already, you know, changed a chapter in their life to being financially stuck to, you know, being in a position where they can create a better life for their family, their friends, and create, you know, good and very positive opportunities in their life going forward. You know, and it's not always about trading. It's about, you know, making sure you're psychologically in check, making sure you're staying positive as a person. Maybe you're not sleeping well enough. Maybe you're not eating well enough. I go to the gym 4, if not 5 days a week, every single week. Okay, why do I do it? I do it because it's a healthy thing to do. I want to make sure I'm healthy. I want to make sure I'm trying to be a leader to you guys. And in order to be a leader to you guys, I gotta put the time in. Whether it be in lifting or right now I'm on a 21-day cleanse. I've never gone vegetarian my entire life. This whole week I'm going vegetarian. Okay? I'm on day 3. It is hard as hell. I'm not even gonna lie. But it's the same mindset, right? Whether it be in trading, whether it be in life, have goals, set goals, and you know, if you fail on your goal, then only you and you alone will know that. You don't have to tell anybody else. And for me, that's strong enough. If I can't get through a week of being vegetarian, then I am not strong enough in the head. I don't have enough integrity or motivation. You know, I need to be better, right? And I don't need to tell anyone, you know. Just for myself, if I cheated today, that would crush me, right? Because I know I'm stronger than that. I know I'm better than that, okay? In order to be a leader in trading, I have to put the time in. And guys, I am on the screens from 5:30, 6 a.m. all the way until 5 p.m. almost every single day lately, okay? I'm not always like this, but I want to be a leader. I want to be someone to look up to. And in order to do that, you have to be the one putting in the time. It's your guys' choice whether you want to do that or not. But if I'm going to be a teacher, a mentor to you guys, I need to be the one who's putting in the time, putting in the effort to make sure I can be the best teacher, mentor that I can be. Also the best trader that I can be, okay? And all, you know, I look at the screen all the time. You know, that's just the way I am. And I know I'm just sitting here on a screen and whatever, right? You could just be listening to me, and I see tons of people on social media who have millions of followers talk every single day. I'm lucky enough to have the 83 people live listen to me ramble on, and 20 people live on Instagram ramble on. Obviously, you guys care. But trust me, there's a ton of other people who just pass up this opportunity to listen, and all I'm trying to do is help. But I'm done rambling. Anyways, hopefully you guys are getting something out of this. Let me go over my big trade of the day. It's WLL. I made $20,000 on this trade. This thing traded, it's up to 150 million shares on the day. I made $20,200 on this trade. If you guys could share me on your social media, hopefully we can motivate more people to at least learn trading. Start somewhere, right? If you guys could share me on Instagram, it's CanTheMan363. On Instagram, CanTheMan363. Maybe shout me out in your story. Say, hey, this guy's doing $1,000 into $1 million account challenge. He's up to $740,000 in 99 days. You know, come check him out. All for free. Nothing to lose. All for free. Okay? 100% for free. If you do that, I'll see it on my story. I'll make sure to reach out to you and say thank you. Maybe I'll give you like a free scanner or something like that. But I'm just trying to motivate as many people as I can. And I'm trying to lead as an example. And I know that I can't message every single one of you guys. And those of you guys that have bought my video series guide, you know that I reach out. I usually respond within 5 to 10 minutes of all my video series guide students. I do my best to do that at least. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm here for motivation at this point. I'm making money. That's all great. Sunshine and rainbows. Sure, I could go buy a house. Sure, I could go buy a Lambo. Sure, I could go buy all these things. Reality is, I'm honestly looking for long-term investments, and that's it. You know, if you guys really, if my camera was live, I'd show you guys what I'm wearing. It's literally I'm not someone who's flashy. The only reason why I've ever considered to be flashy is because I want to motivate you guys. And I know maybe coming out with a Rolex or a Lambo or, you know, coming out with a mansion or whatever, I can motivate you guys. That'd be the only reason why I do it, really. I mean, I don't have any. The only thing that I'll spend my money on is food. Okay? Yeah, and I already have a Ford Raptor at this point. And technically, yeah, so at this point, you know, and in all honesty, that Ford Raptor is a write-off. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, everything that I do is always trying to be smart with what I'm doing, okay? But anyways, if you guys can share me on your social media, CanTheMan363, CanTheMan363 on Instagram, Twitter, @StocksThatGo. Twitter is @StocksThatGo. Okay. So, here we are with WLL. Now, as you guys can see, I'm kind of taking this trade. Here is where I start, when I start to see these higher lows build. You guys can see me starting to add on all these dips. So I start with 10,000 shares at 68. 6,000 shares at 66. 2,000 shares 68. 9,000 shares at 62. 17,000 shares at 58.72253. Right there. The farther this comes down, the more I will add, okay? My whole time, I'm thinking, mindset-wise, I'm swinging this through high a day. Why do I have confidence? This is going to be the runner, okay? We had a little bit of pop yesterday. Started a perk pre-market. This volume here showed me volume. Once we got this dip and rip here, it immediately had my attention for the bottom bounce oil runner of the day. Okay? We had a rip here. We had a rip here, right? And then we kind of pulled back. And this right here was literally already 30, 40 million shares in volume. This got my attention right here. This wasn't just one person, okay? This was people from North Dakota, Alaska, Florida, Italy, France, you know, Bali. This is people from all over the world buying, okay? Probably, you know, hundreds of thousands of people buying, right? That got my attention. After seeing GPOR and multiple different oil names bounce off these lows, this caught my attention, and I know another thing that I like is what I call, it's what I teach a little bit in my video series guide. Actually, yeah, I believe I've covered this in my guide. I'm not 100%, but bankruptcy bounces. Okay, bankruptcy bounces are big, and this is a bankrupt. This stock's probably going to go bankrupt. Okay, and so that was kind of my mindset. You know, oil bottom bouncer, bankruptcy bounce. There's three things right there. One pop, this huge pop. Now I'm buying all these dips. Okay, building higher lows, confirming. So I'm buying more and more. And you guys could see me add a ton right before the rip. Okay, I started to see this thing perk up. Once we got to 74, it kind of confirmed when we got these pullbacks that we were going to see a new high at 8 to me. I started adding a ton of shares. Scaled out 18,000 shares at 82 and 100,000 shares at 85,29282. Okay. Sorry. I had 100,000 shares that I accumulated over this consolidation. Once we popped, I sold all 100,000 shares at 85,29282. Pretty good average sell there on those shares. Then I bought a dip right here. Sold it back at 82.4 for about a $400 winner there. Then I added one more time. I had 32,000 shares down here. Wish I would have held them, but I didn't. And sold them up at the 77.19. That was about another $500 winner, $800 winner. And then lastly, I made one more scalp after hours, and I sold up here at 103 or 102, something like that. And that's it. So I've made about $20,000 on this trade. $20,269.18 right there. So overall, you know, nailed WLL. Let's see, what else did I trade? 1 second, let me look at my. Oh, is my phone gonna die? Wait a minute. Oh, it is gonna die. Crap. And now. All right, I took a $4,600 loser on I guess I can. All right, I took a $4,600 loser on OAS, and I loaded the boat on this one. I had 475,000 shares at 386 average, and I'd be up like 20 grand right now if I was still holding it, maybe more. It makes me sick to look at. It really does. We had a big pop after hours. Let's see. I don't know how much. Every cent was a lot of money. But it is what it is. I took a $4,600 loser, and instead I could be up 15 to 20,000 on it. But nonetheless, it's trading, and you got to get over it. You know, move on. So $4,600 loser on that one. ENSV. This one was another oil bottom bouncer. I started buying it in after hours. Sold it off into this pop here. I still think this thing has potential. It complied with the NASDAQ news. That was big. So it's one of those oil bottom bouncers. Made 11,000 on. That's not right. I don't think I made that much on that. Thought I made a little less, but maybe I did. But I had a lot of losers throughout the day too. Obviously, I mean, I'm up 25,000. But all right, guys. Let's see. So, okay. So I've had a lot of questions about this. Okay. My stock trading video series course. This is basically a classroom type setting that goes over how I've turned $1,000 into $739,000 in 99 business days. Yes, it's 739 because I'm holding things overnight, so nothing's locked in yet for sure. You guys have been asking me a lot about this. Yes, I have a classroom slash boot camp slash, you could call it a mentorship video series guide, which is a video of me teaching you guys exactly step by step every single one of my strategies, okay, how I trade like this, okay. And if you're interested in learning it, click that link. I just posted it in the top chat. It's also in the description below. Those of you guys on Instagram, you can click the link and go to products. In my bio, go to products, go to video series. If you're interested in learning, okay, how I've turned $1,000 into almost $750,000 in 99 business days, it's about 16 to 17 hours worth of content. Here's a video. It kind of goes over exactly what's covered in it. This is my whole story. You know, how I started trading. You know, my life story. What my parents did. You know, goes over my whole life. What I thought I was going to do in my career. What I like to do when I was younger. My whole story basically is in this about an hour-long video. Then how to make a watch list is extremely important. I try and put this in order from the way I'd like you to watch it and learn it. Swing trading is the most important thing to learn, I think, first. Then it goes into momentum, and then a little bit of short strategies. Momentum trading goes in a little bit of chart pattern, triple top short. Then it goes over my IPO strategies. I have about 3 hours, maybe 4 hours of live trading. A lot of people say that's where the most value of the video series guide is. I have full-on commentary of me live trading. Going over time and sales level 2, why I'm in, why I'm out, certain levels here and there are why I look at the stocks these ways, why I'm in this certain stock, why I'm out here, why I'm scaling out, all that stuff. Live tape and level 2, live halting stuff. Anyways, this is what it's going to look like when you purchase it. My biggest loss ever, my biggest gain ever. My biggest loss is about $75,000 in my career. My biggest gain is $375,000, just over $375,000. Goes over some more live trading. And then there's a reason why I put questions at the end, because after you watch all of this, there's about 2 or 3 hours of questions. So if you have any questions on any of the things that you've watched, learned, I went over it. You guys have typed questions for about a year, maybe 2 years or so. I tried to answer every single question that you guys every single question that you guys have asked. That way it's relatable to every trader that comes on there and watches it. Yeah, so you can check that out. So NCTY was my biggest trade in my career. Let's go back and relive heyday, shall we? Why not? Wait, do they not have it anymore? No way. There we go. Whew. There I am. Right there. I think that was the day. Let's see. Obviously, the stock is known to make huge spikes. I was in, I think, about 100,000 shares or 80,000 shares. That's, I mean, at 150 average roughly, and I sold most of it at 780. About 375, just over $375,000. To this day, my biggest trade. Traded about 20 million shares. Yeah, it was an awesome day, man. I had no idea it was going to happen. I mean, I thought I was going to wake up to maybe $3 or $4 a share. It's kind of my thought process. I never thought they would come out with, I think it was a 13G or 13D, and it went all the way to, if I was able to sell pre-market, I would have been up about $500,000. But I wasn't, and so I wasn't able to realize those gains. Yeah, and it lost those gains quickly. Definitely was up and down. This is a full day's worth of price action. But I knew when it was up that high, it was coming all the way back down. There was no reason for it to be up that high. I got really lucky. I got extremely, extremely lucky on that trade. I mean, I didn't get lucky because I have a strategy and a plan, and I thought maybe I'd be up 100% and I make 100 grand or something like that. I mean, there's a reason why I got into this stock. I mean, obviously, it had I had a full on, and I sized up huge, so my confidence was huge on it as well. I had a full on plan for this stock, and so it wasn't luck. I can't say that it was, because obviously, I mean, I never size in with my entire account with that much size. Maybe now, and not back then. But that's something that I teach in my video series guide, exactly how I found this, exactly why it happened, how it was predictable, and things like that. Was it predictable? I mean, I had no idea. I didn't even think we were gonna get to 5, but I thought realistically $4 a share would be completely realistic. Never in my right mind. Pre-market, this went to like 10 or 950 or something like that. So, anyways, guys. If you're interested in learning my strategies, links in the description below. Check out all the links in the description below if you're interested in a brokerage that offers you up to $900 in free stock. Check that out. Click those in the description below. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers, team. And go Hawks.